Great, Josh. Yeah.
Hey guys, happy day 62. Happy Saturday. Captain's log, star date, May 16th, 2020. First of all, I want to say happy Saturday to everybody. It's been an amazing day for me personally. I hope it was a great day for you guys as well. Let me get my birthday shout outs out there. I want to say happy birthday to Masaki. I haven't seen you in a while, but happy birthday to you. And also Peggy. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I do want to introduce some special guests. San Mateo, are you in the house? How about San Jose? Do I have San Jose in the house? What? I want to introduce some of my closest friends, and it's one of those things, they were not my friends, right? I met them through my wife, but I would have to say, after all these years, they are some of my closest friends. So I want to thank you for joining.
Oh, of course. We're happy to be here.
Thank you for having us.
We feel honored actually to be here. Very honored.
What is that a mime? Is that a French mime? What is that guy doing?
Oui, oui.
I just want to say salute to you guys. Thank you.
Salute.
We're lame. We have no drink.
We have no drink.
And one of the main reasons I wanted to have you guys on, because you're so fun to be with, but really, Alex, on the lower left part of your screen, has really come to me with this whole Pisco from Peru, Pisco from Chile, and I had to wear my jersey to represent Peru and my Sherpa hat. But Alex, I really would like to hear from you and Manira why you guys feel that Pisco is not the #1 Pisco in the world.
Well, it's obvious because Chilean Pisco is barrel aged like all the great liquors of the world.
Oh, wait.
Cognac.
I thought that was a urine sample. Is that Pisco?
Oh, that's not Pisco. It's not made in a still like Peruvian Pisco.
I see.
I hope I popped up first.
Yeah, I think.
Look at this stuff. It's pure. When it hits your tongue, it
looks
tastes
like
so good.
It looks it's the vodka.
Isn't vodka made in a bathtub?
Yeah, exactly.
And gin.
It's made in a
right?
plastic pickle bucket, I think. That's what I heard.
Well, that is funny.
So let me ask you this. You're in San Jose. You guys are in San Mateo, this is a great conversation to have. I drove through Golden Gate Park today on the way to my father's house, and we had this great conversation about masks. So here in San Francisco, you're supposed to wear masks. And the thing that troubles me is that not everyone's doing it. And my question really is, do people have some kind of, I wear a mask in this situation and not in that situation? Yeah. And the real question is, what is a mask on your chin? Like, what benefit does that have? If it's not on your mask, on your face,
well, that's
how is it in San Mateo? Katie, Lou, can you guys tell me, how does it work in San Mateo with the mask?
I think we got the same kind of people down here. Yeah. You have folks that wear the mask all the time, even when they're running. And when they go by me and they're running, I'm thinking to myself, dude, you're going to pass out. All you're doing is rebreathing your CO2. Yeah. You're going to about a half a block and lights out. And then there's folks that are cruising around delivering, mask across, got to make sure his facial hair is nice and protected from COVID. So we have the gamut of that.
But when I go to the grocery store, I'm seeing properly worn masks.
Yeah.
Like when I am seeing a train, I just see like one people come out of the train. Just one.
Just one with a mask?
With the mask or no mask?
Yeah.
With a mask.
With a mask. How about San Jose? Are you guys being rebellious? No mask? Are you guys wearing masks? Like, what's going on?
Oh, we are wearing the N95s for sure.
Dude, I can't breathe in these.
N95s get you. See, we got a supplier next door who, he's got a little business going on the side with the N95 mask, and we got a little sugar from him, and we got our own supply.
So you got a connection. You got a hookup. You got the hookup.
That's
You
right.
do you get toilet paper with it?
I actually wear 3. I wear 2 over one eye, and then I wear 1 under the chin, and actually 4, 1 on the nose. So I'm well and a couple over the ears. So I'm well protected when I go out.
N95s.
So I really feel that we're going to be wearing masks for the next 6 months until the end of the year. And when I leave the house with my kids, I really try to make sure that they always have a mask. Maybe not because we're going to encounter anybody, but I think it needs to become a habit. Like you just need to be wearing a mask always, right? I'm in my car driving, and it's easier just not even to take it down. Just leave the mask on.
Just leave it on.
It's always on.
Leave it on, because if you touch it, then it becomes infected, right? So what's the point? Like you
It's
see
like-
those people, I saw somebody there yesterday driving with a mask they have on here. Then they get out of the car and they touch it and they put it around. What's the point of that, right? It's already
Yeah.
dirty. So I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
So I take the mask off when I'm not around anybody or in a place like at home, or I'm in the car driving by myself. But before I get out of the car, and I've actually gotten a little more lax, but at the beginning of this whole thing, I used to wear gloves and a mask, and I had a bottle of alcohol spray in my car. So
We still have
if
that.
we go somewhere, you kind of alcohol everything down, hands, gloves, mask,
Spray
jump
everything
out.
with alcohol.
yeah, jump out, let it all dry off, go in, do your business, and then before we get in the car, we grab the bottle, spray everything down again, take it off, let it air dry, and we almost make the car like the airlock, the place that's clean that we commune in. But then going in and out of there, we're always, sanitizing everything before we go in or out. So that's kind of what we're doing.
I think we're all in the same boat. We all have kids of
Yeah.
varying ages, obviously. But at the end of the day, I almost feel like if I got it, it's not the worst thing in the world. But if I got it and brought it home to my family, my
Yeah,
kids,
I know.
that's the thing that would, right?
Yeah.
That'd
Well,
be the whole deal.
Yeah.
But what I noticed is in Golden Gate Park, as we drove through, today being Saturday, was a very busy day, mostly because San Francisco had some good weather. We haven't had good weather in about a week or so. So as I drove through the park, it was crowded. And what I noticed, though, is about half the people did not have masks. And I get it, if you're like a one solo jogger, you're jogging by yourself, you don't need a mask. But I saw groups of people without masks. And I talked to the kids about this, and it's no big deal if they stay in their group. But when you come to that intersection, you all got to cross the street. All of a sudden, you got 12 people at one intersection trying to cross the street, and half the people in that group are not wearing a mask. Right? It's not. I feel like all or nothing for me.
Yeah.
All or nothing.
And that's actually a situation that Josh and I were out on a bike ride. We didn't have any masks on, but we were just out bike riding, and it wasn't busy. But we came to an intersection where we ran into a group of people on bicycles.
Right, Baker.
And, I stopped Josh and kept a good 12 feet away, but I'm thinking, I'm downwind of these people. At this point, it doesn't matter. And none of them were wearing masks. I imagine they were all part of what I call making your own village, just have like one group that you can kind of hang out with. And, they're quarantined, you're quarantined, therefore we are quarantined. It's all good there. But then they ran into us. And I stayed 12 feet away or whatever. And, they want to let us by so we can kind of continue our bike ride. I said, no, we'll just wait until you go across the street. And as I cross the street, I'm like, if they farted, I would smell it. Therefore, I'm downwind of them. Whatever they got, I have now. Just because.
Right.
By the way, that goes with my shirt.
Well, actually, it's funny. I've even gotten to the point where when I'm out running, I actually, one of the problems is people don't keep their social distance on top of not wearing masks, which is fine when you're exercising, but they're not social distancing. They don't even try to get out of your way.
Oh, that's
I always try to get around people and, get as far away from them as possible, even to the point where I hold my breath when I'm going by somebody, or if I feel a breeze going in the direction, I try to, I start holding my breath at that point, which makes it hard when you're running. But I'd rather do that than to your point, Lulio. If you're wearing a mask, the problem is once it gets wet, it's no longer protecting your face. It's actually capturing all the liquid droplets on their mask, and it's all being dispersed throughout your face. Yeah. So. Now the other thing that bothers me a lot about this whole thing is that people are you know, you hear about people always saying, well, you know, if I get sick, I'm just going to like, you know, it'll just be me, you know, I'm taking responsibility for myself. Yeah, but you know what? You're taking responsibility for you're actually you should be taking social responsibility for everybody in the community, because it's not just your family. It's all these doctors that are there. They're going to have to repeatedly have to treat all these other people that supposedly are only, you know, affecting themselves, and they're being repeatedly exposed to this. And you know, and then everybody runs into all these people are like you said, this group of people that are biking together. They're all supposedly, like I always hear, like, oh, I'm only hanging out with certain people and I'm not hanging out with anybody else. But you know that, you know, all these people are like hanging out with a bunch of other people. So
Exactly.
you're just increasing the chances they're going to spread it, because there's no guarantee that whoever you're hanging out with is not hanging out with anybody else. So.
Exactly.
You know,
If anything,
Yeah.
you're hanging out with only these people, but at that point, it's traceable who you're hanging out with, I guess, is what it is. You're just being able to trace it. It's not so random that you're now able to trace it. It's like, oh, I got it from your buddy's friend. We know where that came from.
Yeah.
Okay, it's traceable. But where before social distancing and all this happened, it came into the U.S. You know, I talked to folks that felt really, really sick in December. I felt really, really sick back in October. So I think this virus has been here longer. It's just all of a sudden we've had the explosion of it, and everybody got it. So.
well, it seems like on a regular basis they're naming new symptoms that may have been, you know, related to this.
Yeah.
Right. But have you guys? And I don't want to repeat myself. Actually, the viewers may have not heard the story. Have you guys heard the story of the person that's naked that urinates?
No.
No.
It's actually a really good story. So my 11-year-old daughter told me this, and her teacher told her this, and I think it makes a lot of sense. So if you have two naked people standing within close proximity, and one male or female urinates, right? You're both naked. You're both going to get wet.
Huh?
If you have two people standing next to each other, and this person over here has pants on, and this person urinates, this person's going to get wet, and this person's her pants are going to get wet, and it's going to kind of seep through. If you both have pants on, this person over here is going to urinate, it's going to soak up in their pants, and it's less likely to splash, you know, this person's pants. And even if it does, it's not going to soak through. And that's what wearing a mask is about. The urine is your breathing, your moisture, right?
Droplets.
Pants really are the mask. So it makes sense that, yeah, this person is wearing it, but if this person's not, it's not as effective.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So you really need everyone to buy into the idea. And that's why I said earlier that I have the kids wear masks when we leave the house, period, because I think it's a habit that we're all going to have to get used to.
Yeah.
We wear a mask all the time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even when we come to see you guys towards the middle or the end of the year, I wouldn't be surprised if we're like, well, we can be in the same house, but you still should probably have the mask on or something. There's going to be some form of that happening. I really believe until there's a
vaccine.
Yeah. And you know, the thing is, some stores are like, I haven't gone to Costco since Alex has with Alessandra, and you still see some people who are not wearing the mask. The thing is, they haven't made it mandatory, but we went to Lucky yesterday with Ari, and now there's a sign there that says everyone here must wear it, which is great. And so you don't see anyone there walking without the mask, which we don't. But that's a good thing, because you're also protecting the employees there. I mean, those people are going there every single day, working there for us, which is, I appreciate it.
Every single day, right? Every day.
Exactly.
Exposed to hundreds of people.
Exactly.
Right.
So it needs to be mandatory everywhere, but at the stores, they need to have that sign. Don't come in here without a mask.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
So listen, today is Saturday. We're having a little happy hour here. It's day 62. I want to thank you all for being here. It's so awesome to see you. I'm glad that you guys are healthy. And, I almost wore the mask for the call because I didn't, with technology, maybe my breath is going through the screen. I mean, I don't even know, but I want to make sure you guys are safe. But to bring it all back to the beginning, I just want to say, Peruvian
Pisco is from Chile.
pisco.
Pisco is
Pisco
from
from Chile.
And alfajores too. Don't forget. Yeah.
The more I talk about Peru, the more views I get in Latin America. Like, I'm blowing up in Latin America right now. I'm trending right now.
You're going to more now because you have a Chilean here. So you for sure are going to get more viewers.
I just doubled my viewership in Latin America thanks to you, Manera.
Okay. Half Mexican.
That's
You have
our
a Puerto Rican
urinating
here.
back there.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's in the house.
Hey guys, I just want to thank
Let's do it
you.
again.
Happy Saturday. Hashtag 415 together. Hashtag 415 strong. Hashtag 650.
Hashtag loyal fans. Loyal fans.
Hashtag 408.
That's right.
Hashtag loyal fans.
That's right. Always.
Tomorrow, Sunday, I got a big episode tomorrow talking about comfort food. Has there ever been a food that you ate as a child that when you make now as an adult, it just brings peace to you? I want to know what that food is tomorrow. Sunday,
Empanadas from Chile. Empanadas from Chile.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
In the house.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Hashtag bye-bye.
See ya.
Yo!